Hey, good evening. How is everyone? So, we're like 10 hours into Joe's Moonlight event that he's been to with Scouts. So, basically, all the Scouts get dropped off. They get taken in minibuses to like secret locations, and then it's basically like a district-wide manhunt. All the teams have got to get back to this spot without being caught by the catchers. So, my oldest Joe, that's what he's been doing today. And he went at 9 o'clock, so he's got another 2 hours about left to do. So wondering how he's getting on. But anyway, I thought I'd jump on, finished all my cleaning. I thought I'd jump on and do some makeup. And I thought I'd talk about like how do you get the right match, because obviously I've been doing a few bits of like the stick foundation this week, the one with the skincare in it that gives you full coverage. I'm just going to put a little bit of primer on first. And if you've been wondering, like, how do you get the right match for your skin, you know, if it's a different, you know, it can be a little bit scary trying a different brand than you used to if you can't go into the shop and look at the shade. But I have got you covered, because there's a couple of ways that I colour match. So I basically can either do, hey Melissa, good evening. I either do a colour match for you from a photo, so facing out of a window with no makeup on so that I can see skin tone and I can match from that. Or I've also got this really cool function on the website called the beauty room, which is basically like you go into this room with no makeup on, in good light, and you can literally put makeup on your face. There's a sliding bar. You can pick your foundation and then slide a bar across your face. It's amazing. And the thing is, if we get the wrong shade, it doesn't matter, because it's like free exchange, like as many times as it takes. If you've never tried it before and you're thinking, oh, what if I get the wrong one? I've got you covered. Like you can swap it, and they do it super quick as well. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna just actually, where is my big brush? I'm going to show you how easy this goes on. It's got, the ingredient that gets me is the safflower seed oil, because it plumps and hydrates your skin at the same time. So if your skin's really dry, you can get really full coverage but also help your skin, which is what I love about it, as well as the fact that it's just like a draw on your face and blend. It's super easy. So that's it. There's no fancy way of applying it. You just get a big flat-ended brush and then just blend. Hey Kath, good evening. Let's blend down the neck, and then I'm thinking I might do some eyes to match my t-shirt. I was like looking in my makeup box before, thinking like, what shall we do? And I spied that, and I'm like, oh, it matches my t-shirt. I'm such a geek. But, you know, when you've been cleaning all day, this is like a little reward. Like, make myself feel good. So I'll tell you a funny story while I'm blending my face. So I've basically been asked to speak on stage at an event for the first time ever. To basically, I did an interview a while back just talking to Fraser Brooks on YouTube about how I'd been able to scale my business in the last 12 months, from like $350 in sales to around about $3,000 a month. And since that interview, I've got so many different messages, but I had like a couple of leaders from the business that I'm in reach out and just ask, would I be willing to do a training? So the first one that I got, it was like in a group on Facebook. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So it was a big group, so it was a little bit scary, but I was fine. I was still behind my phone. It was all good. Like, and then after that, I got invited to an event in Norwich, which is happening next week. And it's on stage. And I'm like, that's not behind my phone. That's not behind my phone. Like, what do I do? But I've got this really daft rule with myself where if I'm a little bit scared of doing something, or something makes me feel like, I'm going to be sick, I have to do it. I have to do it, because I know that usually when you do the scary things, that's where you grow and that's where you get better, isn't it? So I said, yeah, really fast. And now it's next week. So I've been like driving around everywhere I'm going. I'm like talking to the audience while I'm driving my car. And I pulled up at Scouts last night, sat in the dark on the car park, and I'm sitting there. I could tell that there was cars pulling up around me, but I was like halfway into my flow of my talk. So I thought, "Sack it, I'm just going to carry on." So I'm sitting there in the dark, like giving it large to no one. And there's like other parents sat in the car just like looking at me thinking she has lost the plot. So I'll have to let you know how I get on. It's next Saturday. So there'll be loads of other ladies that have like all different, you know, been in the business of a different length of time and stuff that are wanting to scale and grow the businesses. So I'm just hoping I can keep my shit together enough to be able to give them some value that they can take away and implement into the businesses and hope they get something from it. I'm just popping a little bit of highlight just there. Let's just breathe a little bit of life back into my face after cleaning day. I always feel like I look homeless when I've spent a day in like trackies and no makeup. I'm like, what is going on? Right, let's do some dead simple eyes and make them match my t-shirt. I'm going to put a little bit of primer on. You know, if you've never like used an eye primer, it's well worth giving it a go. I did not know how good this was until I just decided to try it. Basically, it makes your colours last longer. So you know the way you can sometimes put an eyeshadow on and then you go out for the evening and you go to the toilet and you're in the bathroom under those really bright lights with those really nice mirrors that show everything up. And you're like, where's my flipping eyeshadow gone? If you put primer on before your eyeshadow, that doesn't happen. It just stays nice and bright for like hours and hours. It's amazing. So a little bit of eye primer on. And then these are my absolute favourite things. As a mum, like, you know, when you just don't really have the time, but you want to do some eyes. So these are like a lip gloss wand and you just swish it straight over your eyelid. Now you're probably thinking, Lisa, that looks crazy, but it won't in a minute. You just get yourself a little fluffy crease brush and just give it a little blend. Now, little circles do work best if you've got the time, but this works just as good for me. A little blend. And we match the t-shirt. I love it. How easy is that? Like, if you like me, you like simple makeup, this is the one. This is the one. Liquid eyeshadow. And they come in all different colours as well. So you've got like, you've got the champagne gold that I wear a lot for work. Like a nice subtle, and then you've got like brighter ones like this when you're just feeling like, you know, you want a little festival vibe while you cook your tea. That couldn't match my t-shirt better if it tried. I love it. Right, let's get some lashes on. It's crazy how bold I feel without lashes. Like, I feel naked without lashes. It's unreal. Like, I don't know. I used to have decent natural lashes, but since I've turned 40, they've just, like, left the building. Don't know where they go or what happens, but they go. So I'm just going to prime them. A little bit of conditioner on before I start. Oh, let me see. Where's my eraser brush? There we go. Now, I do love that they've curve the wand because I am murder for poking myself in the eye. And this stops that a little bit. Right, let's get some 4D lashes on. Right, if you've never seen this before, where have you been? Like, this is just so amazing. If you get aggravated by the glue, you know, from False Lashes, I did used to do the 2-week party lashes when I used to go out all the time, but the glue after the 3rd day used to irritate my eyes, and I tried hundreds and hundreds of mascaras before I found one that just did what it said and didn't get in my eyes, didn't irritate my eyes. Now, this is a fibre one, but not loose fibres. So basically, the brush looks a little bit different. And all you do is go wiggle at the bottom, bring it around the front, and blink. Ta-da! We have the lash. And then you can just build it up. But the key really is just getting those little lashes on the inside so that, and them are the ones that a lot of people miss, but when you do the little lashes on the inside and the ones on the outside, you get a more dramatic looking lash. That's one coat. It's amazing. Right, let's do the other one. So the trick to it is, especially if your lashes are really blonde, I do the backs first and then bring it round. Little wiggle and then blink. I've just poked myself in the eye. Do not, I told you. See, the law of attraction. I'm talking about poking yourself in the eye and I do it. There you go. I attracted that to myself. Seriously. But the good news is, because it's hypoallergenic, it's not going to irritate my eye, which is good. Let's come back and do this one a little bit more. Now, you can build it. I've just put one coat on, so all I do when I go back to do a second coat, you know, if you're going out and you just want them a little bit bigger, just go back, hold it in front and just blink. And that keeps them nice and wispy and separated out, but just adds another level. Like, look at that. That looks like a false lash, and it's a mascara. It's crazy good. Let's go back and try and... I've got tears in this one now because I poked myself in the eye, like you do. Looking down into a mirror just helps you to not catch your eyeshadow. You know, if you like angle it like that, means you can just get it on without smudging all your eyeshadow. But there we go. I'm like rocking it for the kitchen now. How colour coordinated am I? Let's see if I can match the lips with a little bit of a matte. So let's go with the nude matte lipstick. That is gorgeous. Perfect colours there, girls. Now, if you've been watching the foundation and thinking like, I would like a colour match, all you need to do is, probably not at night time, it is 7 PM in the UK. So if it's morning where you are, I think Australia is morning, aren't you? If it is night time where you are, in the morning, do a photo facing out of your window, you know, like as if you're looking out, so that your phone is this way, but you're looking towards the window. And that just puts really fresh, natural light onto your face, so that I can do a comparison then, get the right match for you, and get you a little magic stick foundation to try. But yeah, have an amazing resty Saturday evening, and I'll see you soon. I'll have to let you know how Joe's got on at Moonlight. I'm presuming he's going to be absolutely knackered of 12 hours of running about. Like, they didn't even stop for lunch apparently. Like, they were eating on the go because the catchers are out at all trying to get them. So yeah, I'll fill you in tomorrow. Right, have an amazing evening. See you soon.